When I was new to manifestation, I went down the same rabbit hole as most others, looking for that one manifestation technique that would change everything. I thought it was all about that grand vision, those lofty goals translated into a vision board that was so ridiculously beautiful. And manifestation just felt so complex, like I was decoding an ancient mystery. And the puzzle pieces I would gather from different sources would seldom fit together. It was so frustrating. And like so many others, the law of attraction was my gateway drug that got me hooked on manifestation. And now I feel shivers down my spine if anybody mentions the law of attraction or the secret. But the depressed version of me so many years ago, living in a toxic relationship, the thought of simply wishing and receiving a completely new life was just way too shiny for me to stay off. I would spend days, even weeks, tweaking my current vision board. And by the way, I'm an interior designer with a degree in communication and visual design. So to say that I'm relentless when it comes to making vision boards is probably an understatement. Despite of all effort, all affirmations, jumping around from manifestation technique to manifestation technique. And surprise, surprise, that lofty vision board never materialized. Strange, right? And that was the beginning of me realizing that, hey, maybe it's not about the manifestation techniques. Maybe it's about something else. I would define manifestation today, when you boil it down to its core, its essence, to a self-love journey. Yeah, sounds corny, right? And the reason is simple, because before you can fully receive a new life, you have to stop abandoning yourself today, in the present. Because the person who lives your dream life has prioritized herself, himself, in the small and in the big. And that's the reason why him or her are where they are. You build the capacity to choose yourself over and over and over again, no matter how hard the circumstances makes that choice. And it's not about perfection, it's about consistency, like everything in life. So the real manifestation is actually the relationship you build with yourself during this journey. When you start feeling safe and comfort in your own direction, a lot of other things change just as a side effect. And it's hard to feel love for yourself when you're breaking your promises to yourself. The self-trust, the self-respect, and the self-love builds over time, because respecting yourself means cherishing and loving yourself, putting yourself first. It means becoming someone you can trust and using micro actions to build this trust, to create evidence for yourself that you are someone who can follow through and do what you say you will do, keeping your own promises, even when no one else is holding you accountable. That will increase your self-love. You taking care of you choosing you, and changing the relationship you have with yourself. It always starts in the small actions, in the small everyday habits or rituals, because rituals imply that you are in the present, that you are mindful, doing what you're doing. I try to bring more love and presence into the everyday things that we do without thinking. Self-love for me means setting up a most important task, MIT, for the day, actually completing that. It means that I can rest without deserving it first. It's lighting a candle in the shower. It means doing my Ashtanga yoga in the morning, making me feel strong and capable. Ashtanga is very fiery. It requires strength, so it builds strength. So my chaturanga looks better each day. And I love myself for that. I mean, that's just a simple detail. But life is just a collection of details. Present moment on present moment, stacked on each other. That's life. You can't live in the future, you can't live in the past. The only thing you have is right here and now. So by choosing yourself in the present moment, feeling a calm acceptance of the life you live today without losing focus on where you want to go, without getting attached to that, just finding those everyday reps that you need to do and that you want to do to be able to embody the person who lives the life you want to live. And you can't manifest a life that you don't think that you deserve. So look twice at why you haven't materialized your manifestation yet. Maybe there is some unworthiness hiding there, waiting for you to examine it. Bring it into the light and realize that all of those limitations aren't true. They're just a story. Probably not even your story, actually, but it has become your story. You can never earn your dream life. You can only become the person who lives that life by embodying that person. Because personal development can so easily turn into this performance game where you just tick the boxes, you learn as much as you can, you devour books and YouTube videos like there's no tomorrow, and you're wondering why nothing is changing. Because it's just surface level. That performance game is just on the surface. You can't discipline yourself into the vibration, the frequency of that dream life. You love yourself to that point. You stack evidence in the direction towards your dreams. You don't have to be perfect before you can start living. It's about embracing the here and now, stepping into that version now. And reality will catch up. It's not about performing, but self-love, self-respect, cherishing the moments, being grateful for everything you have, feeling joy in the certainty of your future, but not being attached to it, so you feel okay with or without it. And when you look at what you want to manifest, what's behind that? If you want a new home, if you want a new job, partner, that dream car, what's really hiding behind that? Safety, freedom, the feeling beneath the manifestation that you want. Give yourself that feeling, those emotions right here and now, and be okay with reality looking just as it is. Sprinkle a bit of delulu on top and just try to enjoy life. Enjoy the present. That's when that manifestation can arrive. So maybe manifestation isn't about becoming a different person. Maybe it's about becoming the person who doesn't abandon herself. The person who chooses herself even when it's uncomfortable. Who trusts herself when there is no evidence yet. Who keeps showing up for herself even when things don't go according to plan. And maybe that is why manifestation at its core is a self-love journey. Because the life you're trying to create isn't about what you get. It's about who you become in the process. And I think that that is where the real magic happens. And if you want to dive deeper in how negative feelings can actually be used and turned into fuel for our development, for our internal guidance, you can watch this video next. Have a great one.